Okay, everybody, we are getting ready to start the boundaries and balances, or balances and boundaries series right now. I think it's very important that everybody knows the in-depth meaning and what I'm talking about these two words. Balance, I'm not talking about balancing on a scale per se. I'm talking about balancing your life, balancing your work, balancing your relationships, balancing your finances, and so on and so on. So we'll be focusing basically on two different things in this series: internal balance, external balance, internal boundaries, and external boundaries. Just real quick, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of my notes here, and we are going to talk a little bit about what Webster has to say. Actually, the definition of balance actually in Webster is quite extensive. There are very, very many different ways that you can talk about balance, but if you're in my Inspiration Sensations private Facebook, you will actually be able to see the outline of what I have highlighted. I'm not reading directly off a script. By no means. I'm actually using my own words and my own opinion and my own research. But anyways, balance is two panes of equal weight suspended from its ends. It is a counterbalancing weight, force, or influence. Influence is pretty much what we're going to be talking about a little bit more. Stability produced by even distribution of weight on each side. Contrasting, opposing, or interacting elements. And aesthetically pleasing integration of elements. Aesthetically pleasing, I actually enjoy that word. A physical equilibrium. The ability to retain one's balance. Something left over, remainder, an amount in excess, and mental and emotional steadiness, which is pretty much where we're focusing here. Just want to make sure everybody knows what balance means, so that's my quick spiel on the definition. Look like I got a little crown thing going on here, I don't know. Wait, I always have that going on. Anyways, definition of boundary. Real simple. It's actually one sentence. Something that indicates or fixes a limit or extent. I think we should elaborate on that. So let's talk a little bit more about, I know I have some great music in the background, don't I? Break it down a little bit further. Balance and boundaries. Think about what these terms mean in your own personal realm and your interaction with yourself and people around you and situations in your life. There's actually a great article I found from Dr. David Posen. He is a actual doctor, okay? Psychologist, amongst many other things. I'm not going to get into it. You can go to his website. If you're in my private group, I have the link because I don't misquote or cite anybody because copyright laws. Anyway, he talks about the word enough as far as boundaries, okay? Because that's what we're going to focus on here, because I try to keep these videos below 5 minutes. He talks about making sure that you have the ability to say stop, to say no, to say I'm not going to let this part of my life take over and ruin the other parts of my life that are more important and more valuable to me. So, we're going to read a real quick blurb. Enough is another word we should add to our work-life balance vocabulary. The workday is getting longer and faster and more open-ended. To get control of the situation, we need to start asking, how much is enough? How much is enough time spent at work? How much is enough achievement and success? How much is enough money? He's got some great parameters on here, like how he sets a schedule. He only works from 8 to 6, and he works only a few evenings in a month. I mean, he structures his life, and he makes sure that, you know, he's got those boundaries set up because he refuses to actually make sure that other things are getting in the way of his personal boundaries and his space. You can call it your space. Personal boundaries are guidelines, rules, or limits that a person creates to identify for him or herself. They are built out of a mix of beliefs, opinions, attitudes, past experiences, and social learning. Personal boundaries define you as an individual. Physical, mental, psychological, and spiritual boundaries involving beliefs, emotions, intuitions, and self-esteem. The Wikipedia, I gotta love it. They had a lot on boundaries, not so much on balance, really. Personal boundaries operate in two different directions, just something to remember, affecting both incoming and outgoing interactions between people. You know, it's really awesome. We're going to cover a little bit more about balance on the next part of the series, but we're really just going to break these two words down. So any thoughts that you have on boundaries right now, put them down here in the comment box in my YouTube page, or you can send me an email at shanepresswood@beachbodycoach.com. And just remember, we're focusing on two parts of these words, but we're elaborating on them. The internal meanings and the external meanings of these words. Everybody have a great day. Happy 4th of July, by the way. I know I'm a little over on my time. These are awesome series. Thanks for visiting my YouTube.